Hello and welcome back to episode 5 of Unknown to World Known Club 6. We're back today with Manchester United, of course, and we've got the first knockout round of the Champions League and an EFL Cup final. Just before we get into today's episode, just want to say, if you are enjoying the content, please do leave a like down below, hit comment, hit subscribe, gets me out there. It's all greatly appreciated. Since you were last with us, we have had quite a while. We last played Chelsea, which we won 3-0. We then beat Stoke, one of our opponents today, 2-0. We thrashed West Ham 4-2. 0-0 draw with Everton, which means in the 2 games we played against our former club, we haven't actually had any goals. We then lost 1-0 to Tottenham, which is not great because they are right on our backs. 0-0 with Chelsea in the FA Cup 4th round. Then we thrashed West Ham 4-0, beat West Brom 2-1. Why have we played West Ham twice in the Premier League within a month? That's only just occurred to me. Then most recently we beat Chelsea 3-2 in the FA Cup 4th round replay, which means we'll be playing Bournemouth in the 5th round. Today we've got Lille and Stoke. Hopefully, in the first leg against Lille, we can get enough of a lead that we don't really need to come back for the second leg. And then hopefully we pick up our first trophy of the season against Stoke. We are in a decent position to win a lot of trophies this year because we're currently 6 points clear at the top of the league as well. Our lineup for today, we've got Haidara in goal, a back four of Cesar, Wolber, Hulis and Makelele, Ferreira and Orlov in midfield, Fati on the right, Mbappe on the left, Chacon in behind, Vlahovic up front. Scratch that, Kone's coming in for Wolber. Cesar with the throw-in gets it to Fati and then back to Cesar. Ball goes in, Vlahovic collects it towards the far post, puts it back across the box, however it doesn't manage to get to Chacon. It's cleared away. Ferreira is going to collect that in a lot of space here. Plays it forward to Cesar. Fati with the ball on the right. Back to Ferreira. Fati with the cross. Mbappe with the header. It's 1-0. Early on against Lille, we take the lead at Old Trafford as long as it doesn't get ruled out by VAR. It does get ruled out by VAR. We're not leading 1-0. Well, that was not part of what I expected. He is just offside, however. Hulis plays the ball to Mbappe. Ball towards Vlahovic, however. He loses the ball and Mara collects it for Lille. Nuseb then loses it to Cesar. Fati plays it back to Ferreira and then back to Kone. Across to Hulis. Makelele out to Mbappe on the left. Switches the ball in field. Vlahovic nearly finding it. However, it's worked away by Lille again. Kone intercepts the attempted ball forward. Fati collects the header and back to Cesar. Inside to Kone. Ferreira brings it forward through Chacon. Makelele, ball through to Orlov, one-on-one with the keeper. There it is, this time it's 1-0. Get out of here with your offside check. He's onside. It's onside. We all know he's onside. We are leading 1-0. Ferreira to Chacon, to Makelele, to the player Orlov, who's a million miles onside. Nice finish. Cesar throws the ball into Fati now just a few minutes after the goal. A block on the initial attempt to get it in. Chacon, though, hits Vlahovic in the head. It's 2-0 as long as VAR doesn't rule. How many VAR checks do we want today? Jesus. Vlahovic has put us 2-0 up. I don't know how much he knew about it because I think Chacon just kind of kicked it at his head. However, we don't care. We'll take it. 2-0. Mbappe with the corner kick sends it in. It's headed away, but Fati's going to collect that as it bounces away from the box. He plays it back to Kone, taking it safe. There's no problem with that. Ferreira back to Cesar. Across to Hulis. Ferreira to Makelele. Chacon through to Vlahovic. One-on-one save from the keeper. That should be a goal, though, from Vlahovic in that type of situation. Strong inside. However, Makelele wins the ball back. Plays the ball down the wing to Mbappe. He cuts inside. Does he? He ends up going all the way back to Hulis. Questionable. I am a bit concerned about this gap between our midfielders and our defenders. I don't like it. Orlov out to Fatty, into Vlahovic. Keeper comes. Dragomir with a throw-in at the back for Lille. Abid back to Dragomir, and then they play it back to the goalkeeper, who goes long towards the left-hand side. Kone does manage to win the header, sorry. Cesar back to Kone and then to Ferreira. Plays it back to Kone again and across to Hulis. To Makaleli on the left. Back to Hulis again and then Kone to Ferreira. This Manchester United team is a little bit silly in how strong they are, and I quite enjoy it. Makaleli out to Mbappe. Yeah, in the save, we've largely built teams. Chacon gets tackled there. Mbappe back to Makaleli. Across the box, Vlahovic. It's 3-0. We largely have had to build teams like at Everton. We walked in. They weren't horrendous, don't get me wrong, but we've had to turn them into that Premier League and Champions League winning side. This Manchester United team, I'll admit, I have walked in, and they are just very good anyway. However, I said from the start, if United job came up, I was probably going to go for it. Mbappe plays a ball forward towards Vlahovic, doesn't manage to find him, however. Strong plays it back to the defender. Not attempting that name. Defender plays it out to Nusa on the left-hand side. He brings it forward. Can he get a shot off anywhere here? He plays the ball through to Abid. Lille actually get one back. That was very easy for them. I have to question exactly what happened to our defenders here, because Nusa brings the ball forward and just plays a through ball. It's as easy as that. Why don't we have it that easy? Goalkeeper plays a long ball. Hulis heads it down to Orlov. Then Makaleli to Orlov again. Mbappe on the left. Back to Hulis. And then forward to Mbappe. Makaleli. Again, we're playing it round at the back. We've got patience to do this. Cesar. Forward to Fatty. Plays it inside to Ferreira. To Vlahovic. 4-1. We restore the 3-goal advantage just before half-time. And we are looking very good to qualify from this game. Lille not causing us too much trouble. Very nice goal. At half-time, it's been dominant from Manchester United. 4-1. Lille scoring with their only shot on target. But at 4-1, really, we're probably already looking at the next round. We'll bring Vlahovic off for setting up front. Makaleli throws the ball into Mbappe. He turns, gets a shot off, goes just over the bar. Hulis, I don't know what he did there, but lost the ball either way. Adams on the ball now for Lille. Back to Augustin. And then he eventually plays it back inside Strong, back to Adams. And then Augustin to Abid. Through to Mara. Lille have got one back. I have to question how this is happening, because if Lille can do it to us, it stands to point that other teams can do it to us. And I think it's a little bit of this gap. We need a holding midfielder of some sort, I think. We are going to remedy that now with Wolber dropping back into the number 6 position and Skolan coming on for Orlov in midfield. Goal kick comes forward. Hulis wins the header. Fatty brings it down nicely. Set in through to no one. Skolan just looked at that and decided, nah, I'm not running for that. Can't be bothered with that. Skolan back to Makaleli. Mbappe inside to Makaleli. And then back to Wolber. Plays it to Skolan now. Ferreira. Through to Mbappe. Oh, that should be a goal. It was offside anyway. Fatty to Setin, back to Wolber, and then Skolan. Makaleli into space on the left. He gets brought down by Augustin. It's a penalty for Manchester United now. Who is going to be stepping up to take it? I genuinely don't. I'm guessing Mbappe. But I don't know who's set to take penalties. Let's have a look. It is Mbappe. Steps up one-on-one with the goalkeeper to make it 5-2. He doesn't manage to do so. So in the end, a 4-2 win. It was very comfortable. However, I still don't like the gap that's between our midfield and our defence. So I think before the game against Stoke, I'm going to have a little look at tactics, try and get something where we've got a holding midfielder in there as well. So we're back with the cup final in just a moment. I know changing things for a cup final is a bit of a weird idea. Went well for Pep last year. But we're going to do it anyway. We're switching to a 4-4-2 diamond. Haidara in goal. Diaz, Cesar, Hulis and Makelele as the back four. Then you've got Ferreira as a deep line playmaker. Orlov and Skolin in midfield. Skolin on attack. Chacon as the number 10. Then Vlahovic and Mbappe up front. My thinking is we're still going to be able to get players forward with this. However, we've got that extra screen for the defence and closing that gap between all the players. I didn't like how we had like defence, midfield and attack. Whereas now we've got that gap filled, which hopefully will nullify Stoke a bit. Mbappe with a free kick early on goes for goal and it's a good save from the keeper. Cesar collects it back to Mbappe. He gets tackled, no penalty, understandable. Diaz with the throw in on the right hand side. Short to Skolin, then back to Ferreira. Chacon with the... Oh my goodness, what a strike. Chacon puts us 1-0 up with a phenomenal goal into the top corner. There's no chance for the goalkeeper. You could have two goalkeepers in goal there, and they still ain't saving that. That is ridiculous. Free kick on the edge of the box here. Mbappe stood over it. Goes for goal. Trafford with the save. It's out for a corner, however. So we do have a chance from the corner. Mbappe's going to send it in and doesn't find anyone. SDN throws the ball into Heaps and then back to O'Reilly. SDN receives it again. Heaps to Carroll, but Ferreira gets a foot in. Garcia. I've never said Garcia in such a weird way. O'Reilly under pressure gets it to Heaps. Carroll to Garcia. It's back to Heaps. Benson might have equalised for Stoke. He might have been offside. I think he has equalised. I don't think there's an offside there. There is an offside. We've got away with it a little bit there. That's where perhaps because we've literally just changed to this form. That's harsh. That's very harsh. Maybe because we've only just changed to this diamond, we are going to be a little bit vulnerable while they get their familiarity up with it. But at half time, we lead 1-0. So we'll send them back out for the second half. Makelele with the ball on the left-hand side gets it forward to Mbappe, inside to Vlahovic. Back to Skolin now. And then he's tackled by Heaps, who is going to get a red card. Stoke are down to 10 men. Let's turn on passing into space. Are we going to see anything from the free kick? We are not. We are going to make a change of our own, however, now, with Orlov coming off for Zaros in midfield. He's going to become a Mazzala on support. The reason for that change, Orlov has picked up a little knock. We're then going to bring Wolver on for Ferreira in that holding midfield position. And our final change, Skolin's coming off for Agnew, who can come on for the last 10 minutes. Very late on, there's a throw-in for Stoke here. Carroll can't get it into the box, however, Wolver plays it out. I thought for a moment he was just going to stand there, get tackled, and we were going to concede as a result. He didn't do that, so let's all be very thankful for that. Agnew plays the ball out to Diaz. We've only got a few seconds left of normal time, and then we'll be into injury time. Chacon takes the ball wide, gets a cross in towards Agnew. Wolber heads down to Zaros. Back to Wolber. Makelele's there. On the overlap, gets the shot off, but it goes wide. O'Reilly with a corner kick. Hulis heads it away at the near post. We've got about 2 minutes left of injury time here. Stoke trying to find a late equaliser. It's out towards Styles, who heads it in. Benson can't get there before Haidara, however. He throws it out to Diaz. Forward to Agnew. Vlahovic. Diaz in space now. Back to Vlahovic inside to Chacon. Over the top to Mbappe to wrap it up. Oh, he puts it wide. And because Mbappe's put it wide, there's another chance here for Stoke. A forward to Vose. And then back to a forward down the wing. O'Reilly over the top towards Carroll. Hulis has it there to deal with and plays it back to Haidara. Less than 60 seconds to go in this cup final. Diaz back to Haidara. Long ball forward towards Mbappe. Should probably aim that at Vlahovic if you're going to play a long ball forward to our strikers. However, that's incredibly bad from a forward to not be able to keep that in play. Gives us chance to waste a few moments. Makelele throws it into Mbappe. Back to Wolber. Zaros and Wolber exchanging the ball. Huli's at the back. Surely, there it is. Full time. The first trophy of the season comes back to Manchester. It's going to be Makelele walking on, ready to collect the trophy. Not the prettiest of games, we'll be honest, but using a new formation, it's paid off anyway. We've picked up a 1-0 win against like a Chelsea or a Liverpool. I probably wouldn't have risked doing that change. Against Stoke, I was willing to risk it. It paid off. We are EFL Cup champions. And with that, what I think we'll do is come back for probably the Champions League quarter-final second leg. I'm assuming we'll be fine in that second leg against Lille. Let's all hope so. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Leave a comment, what do you think we can win this season? We've got the EFL Cup. We've still got a chance at the Premier League, the FA Cup and the Champions League. Let me know how many trophies you think we can win this season. Subscribe if you are enjoying the content, and thank you very much for watching.